Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to descale this Braun Brew touchscreen coffee maker, model number KF7370. So is your clean light on? That's the coffee maker telling you that it's time to descale your coffee maker. Is your coffee not as hot as it used to be? Does it taste bad? Is your coffee maker loud and taking a long time to brew? Those are all signs that it's time to descale also. So today I'll be showing you how to use, you can descale it with vinegar or the Braun Universal Descaling Agent. Model number, the part number for this is BRSC013. You get 2 doses, so you can clean your coffee maker twice with this one bottle, and it costs $15. This bottle of vinegar costs about $1.50. I've got the manufacturer's manual here, and it says we recommend you can use commercially available descaling agent that is safe to use with aluminum, but they recommend using the Braun descaling solution. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure you remove your carbon water filter. This is going to stay out for the duration, and your coffee filter. You need the brew basket in, but no coffee. You need to give yourself about 45 minutes because once we put this into descaling mode, we can't do anything until we finish that descaling mode. Okay, so let's talk about the Braun descaler. If you peel the label here, you got to cut the tape right there. You'll find the directions on the inside, and it says to follow the manufacturer's directions. Well, the manufacturer's directions say to follow the descaler's directions. But it says if there are no directions, then you're supposed to dilute 100 milliliters to 1 liter of water. So again, they put markings on the side of this. It's got 2 servings. So we're just going to use 1 serving of this. So one of those is 100 milliliters. So first I'm going to walk you through setting up if you were going to do the Braun solution. After I show you, I'm just going to show you the mixture ratio with this. Then I'm going to show you vinegar. I like to use vinegar. So dump just 100 milliliters, which you can just follow that marking on the side. There, went a little over, that's okay. So that's not very much descaling solution. I want to put 1 liter of water. And if you don't have a measuring cup, it's about to the 7 cup mark. So between the 6 and the 8, there's a 7 line. Fill it up with fresh water to the 7 mark. Okay, so there I've got it filled up to the 7 cup mark. I would dump this in the back now where the water goes. I would dump this entire amount back here, and then we'll put it into clean mode. Now I'm going to show you the solution for vinegar. Okay, so you can use distilled white vinegar or regular white vinegar. Use 1 measuring cup of vinegar. We're going to pour that into the carafe. The carafe is empty. Now I'm going to fill the carafe up to the 12 mark. So it takes a little bit more water, but we need to fill it up to the 12 mark with fresh water now. Okay, so I've got my water and my vinegar. I'm going to pour it back here. So if I had the Braun solution, I would do the same thing what I'm doing here. Just pour it back here. It's not as much, but that's okay. Make sure your lid's on your carafe. Put your carafe back, close that. Come up here, turn the coffee maker on. You're going to press the clean button now. I've got the coffee maker on. Press the clean button. The clean light is flashing, but I have to press the brew also. Now with both of them flashing, I'm into descale or cleaning mode. What's going to happen is it's going to brew a little bit, pause, brew a little bit, pause. This takes a little bit to brew that entire amount through the machine. So you may be wondering why we descale. Here I've got an older coffee maker. I've cut several coffee makers apart to see what's going on the inside. They're all relatively the same. You've got the warming plate, and underneath the warming plate is where the aluminum heating element is. So the water comes in from the reservoir. It gets heated by the heating element, and then it gets shot back up this other pipe over the coffee grounds. So here you can see I've cut this one open. And you can see inside there, the hard water deposits will build up inside that tube, and it won't be able to heat the water as hot as it used to be, and your water or your coffee could start tasting bad. So by running that descaling solution or vinegar through here and pausing, that's going to help break away some of that or keep this area nice and clean. So it's going to heat it up, cool down, heat it up, cool down. Okay, so it's been running a couple minutes. Here's my first pause. So you may think it's done, it gets really quiet, like nothing's going on, but it's just pausing and letting that heating element soak. Then it's going to automatically start back up again. It does this several times until it brews that entire amount. Now, I've got to brew the entire 12 cups, but when you're using the Braun solution, it just brews the 7 cups. So it doesn't matter how much you put in there. It'll finish the mode when it's done brewing whatever's in there. Okay, so it gets a little noisy towards the end. Okay, so when it's done brewing the vinegar and water, it just shuts off. The clean and the brew light stop flashing. It doesn't keep the warming plate on, so that's good. It just shuts off and lets it cool down. So now we're gonna go throw out this water and vinegar, and I'm gonna rinse this out with soap and water and fill it up with fresh water. We're done with the descaling solution. Now we've got to do 2 fresh water rinses through the machine. I also like to take the filter basket out, kind of wash this out. It's got some vinegar and descaling solution on it. So get everything nice and clean, maybe even wipe down the head a little bit. So now I've got this filled up. This is fresh water, 12 cups. We're gonna dump it in the back here. Put the carafe back. We're not gonna use the clean mode anymore. We're just gonna come up here, turn it on, and do a brew. Do a fast brew. Don't do a regular or a bold, because we just want to clean out the inside of that coffee maker with fresh water. And when it's done brewing each pot, just wash it out real good again, fill it up with fresh water, and again, do 2 of those. If you still have some taste and smell, you can do 3 fresh water rinses. And then the coffee maker is ready to use. It's also a good idea to check your water softness level on the machine. You can set the machine for how hard your water is. So turn the machine on, don't be doing a brew, press and hold the clean button, and it's going to display H2, so you've got H3, H1. H1 is soft water, H2 is normal water, H3 is hard water. So make sure your water softness is set right. If you don't know, put it on H2, but if you've got really hard water, like you get a bunch of calcium buildup around where the water comes out of your faucets, then put it on H3. The machine operates differently depending on how hard or soft your water is. And then just let it sit, it memorizes it, and it goes back to clock. So if you wait for the clean light to come on, that could take up to, depending on how long, it has taken about 9 to 10 months for my clean light to come on before. I like to stay on top of my descale, so you can descale this before the clean light comes on. You can put it into descale mode. I like to descale mine at least every 6 to 7 months. If you've got really hard water, I might do it about every 4 or 5 months. Thanks everybody for watching.